agua. Right. I had a bath in it last night, so I'm feeling a little bit rough. I had a little bit too much to drink, so I'm feeling a little bit rough this morning. Actually, what am I ratting about? Let's just cover this all in water the whole lot. I've got to be very accurate with that bit. Stay, get on there, stay. Right, let's get a... I think I'm just going to mix a bluey grey. Mix a bluey grey up, that's some blue. Or I'll stick a bit of purple in there and all. Get slightly purplish blue. Oh, that's looking nice. And then a bit of Payne's grey in and all, just to mucky it. Let's have a look at that. So, come in there like that. I think I'm going to come in there and then gradually, as I come over this way, just faint it out. Just gradually going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. And then, you know what, I think I'm just going to sort of come all the way down here. So this here, get a bit more on my brush. I start to do that because there's some water. And I'll do that and all. Take it all the way up. This bit here, I'll have some trees and stuff in there anyway. Right, let's try and get some depth into this. Drinking my coffee. I'll try and get some depth in. Got to mix my colour fast because I don't want that to dry. Try and get a bit of a three-dimensional thing into it. So I'll mix some more purple, blue and stuff. Right. So I'm going to have a tree about there, a tree about there, and then a big one about there, slightly bigger one, something like that. And then down here, copy it. This is water. I've still got plenty of council pop on my paper now. There's some nice moist water on this paper. Nice and moist. Around here, the water what comes out as taps, it's nice and moist stuff. Right, that's that. Just, I'm going to put in, is that strong enough? No, I don't think it is. It's probably a bit better. I'm going to put in a few bits like that. There you are, you can put them in pretty quick like that one. Yeah, don't mess about. That's some twigs and stuff. I tell you what, let's have a few little twigs and bits and bobs in these bottom bits. Look, just do a bit of that, a bit of squiggles. And I could even pop in, as that's drying a bit more, I could even pop in some extra bits. Just little smaller bushes and things like that, where it landed. Yeah, I think that looks nice. See, that's not on the original picture. What I'm doing, I've took a photograph, then I've painted a picture, and then the photographs got deleted off my phone at some point, so I'm painting from a picture that I've already painted. Right, so now when I get my next layer in, that's going to tack that back and make it look more three-dimensional. Just looking, I think I want some more blue in there. Just a bit more blue in these bits. the world's my lobster, I can do whatever I want. So, want a bit more blue in? Just stick it in. Right. I've stuck that brush into some nice moist council pop, and then I've dried it back off again. I'm going to try and get, oh that's perfect, a lovely white line. Now I've just wiped that paint off, come back in, wipe my brush, I'm just keep wiping it on a tea towel. So I haven't dipped back in white, I just wiped it again. Hopefully this line's horizontal. If it's not horizontal, that look a bit odd. Oh, I think that looks lovely. Right, I'm gonna look at here. I have another one there, a little one, and then I'll put one in. That's that one there. Another one in there. It's just a couple of little water lines. Well, lovely jubbly. Probably done with that brush for a bit now. I'll get that brush a wash and put it back. Probably done with that for a bit. Right. Now then, let's have a sip of coffee. I'm puffing now, so what I think I'm going to do, I want to stretch this paper really. Or shall I just unclip it and let it stretch it a bit? Just stretch it on that bottom bit, I think. That's it, that's better. That'll do me. Right. I'm going to path in here. So, I'm going to leave that same colour on my brush and just put path in like that. Bit of that purple. Just to match them colours of my sky. But then, that's not really a path colour. So, I'm going to go into some Watercolour. Stick a bit of that in and all. And that's more of a realistic path colour, but I've still got some of that colour in, just so it matches in and blends well. So hopefully now, it's a little path. Right then. Now, there's a tree. I think same again. I'm going to get me Watercolour, what's already on my brush. Oh, in fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll get this great big spiky brush, this one. Put my leaves in first on my tree. Just put my leaves in there. So, mix up some, I think I'm going to go with a nice sort of brown, sorry, a nice green colour. But a nice, fairly light green colour. Just get some leaves in here. See this end of this brush, I'm going to bash it up more. It's quite bashed up. Bash it up even more. It's quite bashed up. So you get a good little. I'll have some going there across there in front of the thing. And if you move your brush around, you can get some different shapes and stuff like. But it's all bashed up, so you get a good little thing out on it. I think that's probably alright at that. So I'll leave that at that. I'll come in back of this tree here. Take it out at paper there like that, look. Back of that tree there, and that can melt into that there. And it can go, yeah, let's go straight through there like that. Straight through there. And then I'll come down there. Taking it lighter, gradually. It's quite a big tree. That's it. Right, now, what I'm going to do to match it in with that, I'm going to get some of that blue and blend it in down back of there, and some of that purple and all. And that's literally, so it blends in with that there. That blue's gone a bit lighter than that one. Oh, not to worry, not to worry. Right, so that's that. Quite happy with that tree now at that. More coffee. Coffee's amazing. Right. It's a bit here. What? The paint's just dripped through me. Colour. I'll try and take that back. A bit more there, and I'll try and claim that back to me yellow. Hopefully. Right. Some more yellow. Some more blushes in here. I'll just go on top of that like that. Get some more bushes in. They can be dark bushes. They come, and bushes are coming up in front of that path. And then here, coming out of this path, right, this now. This bush is coming up here, look. Coming up here, they're coming all the way across there, up to there. And down here, sort of like that. And then there's a big brush here. Did I say big brush? Big bush, I can't talk. A big bush, not brush. I'm using a big brush. There. Oh, I quite like that. Tempted here. Don't know if this is going to work. I've got that yellow. And I've dipped in some Chinese white. I wonder if I can, if that'll help on that bit there. These bits here, probably not. Let me read. Right. Oh dear. Right. We can get a little bit darker green. Right, I'm going to come in to that there. Doing that careful, because that bit is behind there. So I've done that careful. Right. Let's get some darker green. Tiny bit more water in me thing there. Put a tiny bit more council pop into my paint, but not too much. My paint's gone dead dry. You still want pretty dry paint for this. So I'm just going to come in here. You know what? I think I'll go over the whole thing with that. Over the whole thing. Just take that a bit darker. That's it. Down here. That's nice. Let's just tuck that slightly darker. Right. I'm going to go for a much darker now. So I'm just mixing some green up now. This brush is brilliant. It's just a hard, bristled, spiky brush. It's ever so good. You can get your light brush, dry it. If you get your light brush, that's chiselled. If you dry that and bash all end up, it works exactly the same as that. But I've still got the paint loss on that and wash it out. But I don't know. They're both just as good, really. I've just got this brush. When you first start painting, you end up buying loads of brushes, and a lot of them I could probably do all this. In fact, I definitely could. With just like a couple of brushes. I don't need many brushes. I've just got loads, so I can just use them. But I mean, this is a fantastic brush. Don't get me wrong. Brilliant brush. I love it. If you've got plenty of money, buy loads of brushes. Accumulated these brushes for a long time, because as you know, I ain't got much money. Me and my stepbrother Doofus, we only wear one. We've only got one pair of shoes between us, so we only go out one at a time. So what I've done here is these darks, I'm using that same purple what's in that background for my darks, because then it's going to hold this painting together better. It just work better. So wherever you can repeat your colours, it's like what I'm saying with brushes. If you use a limited brushes, you'll get like a certain style to your painting. And it's same with colours. If you use a limited colour, your painting will always sit nicer. Right, you know, I forgot to do, waffling on, I forgot to put any darker bits in that one. Right, I'll mix some more, I'll squeeze that brush out, and mix some more lighter colour. Let's come back into this yellow, start again. So I've got a bit darker than that, about there. Right, I've got that colour onto there. I'm going to have to dry my brush and dab some of that back out, because that's a little bit too runny. A little bit too wet, that paint is. If you're on a different angle, if you're more laid back, you might get away with being a bit runny. But at this angle, you ain't getting away with it. No way. There we are. That's that. And then I think I want a really dark one. Probably stick some of that purple in again. Dark purplish green. This is only in little places. Just little bits like that. This is out. Put this towards bottom, so it looks like the light's coming in that way, so there's less light underneath. So if you put that in towards bottom, that'll look more realistic. See, that's dripped down there, but that's the nature of watercolour. I sort of just leave stuff like that. That's what watercolour does. It's what it does in it. Let it do what it does. I like that. Right. Oh, I tell you what I think I might try and do. Just sort of blend. Oh well, let's do it with my finger. Just sort of blend that in. Like that. Try and come across at the right angle. I want this path to sort of look like it curves down and up like that. That's it. Happy with that. Oh, that's a bit of a shame there. That line there showing up in there. Is it worth even trying to do out about it now? I don't know. I like looking a bit. Sometimes you better just leave in things. Don't worry about them. You get more of a fast, loose look. So, a bit there. Let's have a look, see if we can do it away. I suppose if I put a bit of a thing on there like that, and then get me scraper off the back of this brush, put a bit of bark in. That might help. A bit of bark in. I'll have it slightly lighter on that side, because that's the way sun's coming in. There we are, a bit of texture and a bit of bark on that tree now. Let's see that little line that was there. Right, I think now I could do with my bushes coming over top of this path a bit more. So I'm thinking, let's mix up a bright colour up. Right, so I've got some yellow mixed. I've actually stuck in a bit of Chinese white into it as well. Oh, that looks, I like that, that's worked well. Oh well. Let's try and pop a few highlights in there on that one with that. That'll do. That's it, right. Oh dear. I think let's have mixing up a little bit. I've mixed burnt umber, Payne's grey. I'm just going to come into these bits here and just put some bits in, some little twigs and stuff in. These are all these little plants and that in here. So, don't need any massive details in them, I wrote, just little bits just to show. There's some twigs in there. That's it. That's enough. Right. So I could probably do it. Probably some stuff. I'm just coming into some of these bits here and all. So if I look to there, through there, then come out through there. There's a bit up there. A bit to there like that. That's enough. That's sound. If I get a bit more purple in there and a bit more of that blue. That's nice, doesn't it? Maybe there's a bit in there as well, just to soften that across. Dipped into just a little bit of water, just soften across. I'll make it look a bit like, so it blends in with that bark there, look. I've done a little bit around that bottom there, so it contracts a little bit with that bit of bush there. Right, I think we're about done. So, let me get my bod brush. Stick some bods in. Well, I didn't tell you what Dippy Doofus has done, did I? Dippy Doofus he's drove through a village with his window down in car. And the police have arrested him for pulling a moonie. Hanging his head out window. He's fuming. Poor old Doofus. What a wallet. Doofus, my stepbrother, by the way. No, it's not. I'm Doofus. No, that's right. Doofus, my stepbrother. I'm Bertie, aren't I? Get mixed up. Bertie's my stepbrother. I'm Bertie. Doofus is my stepbrother. It's a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. I don't even know my own name. Right, let's put a D in here. Where shall I put it? I need a dry bit. Shall I go there? Right in the middle, that bit's dry. Bertie. Right, I'll clean my brushes. I'll let you have a little stare at that while I'm cleaning my brushes. Another masterpiece. It's quite simple, that one. But you've got a bit of depth. You've got your colour. My colours I've kept to limited palette, so that matches that. My water matches my sky. My trees similar colour to that background, and then I've just used the green to bring stuff forward. I'm just looking at my original painting. There's a big bush here what I've left out, but it doesn't matter. I haven't got to stick to that painting. The world's your lobster, right? So you ain't got to stick to anything. If you want to put out in or add out art, do it. You could change that if you wanted to do, like sweep that across there and put all rocks in, and then sit a fisherman there facing that way holding a fishing rod. You know what I mean? So you could take this painting and just alter that front ground. You could put 5 different foregrounds in there. You could put some rocks in there, right, and then have a stream falling straight out bottom of painting. You know what I mean? You can get a scene, you can alter it. You could get 10 different paintings out of that one painting. You could do them all in oranges. A sort of brown, orangey background. Have it an autumn scene. The world is your lobster. Or you can do it exactly the same as that. Whatever you want to do. I practice at it, it's a minimal hobby. See, I had an hangover. Now, I've done that. I've made my son get out of bed. I've done that. I feel a little bit better now. So I had a bath in it last night, I'm telling you. Oh, dear. I'm not advocating. I'm not big enough drinking. It's daft. Don't drink. And if you look like doofus, don't stick your head out car window, else you will get arrested for pulling a moonie. So, right, I'll see thee down woods. Wagwan.